Hi, this is Ketter with Hot Takes, brought to you by Cardhoarder, bringing you a little blue-red Kiln Fiend action this week. So we got an opening 7 here, and I feel like we can keep this. We're gonna be on the draw. Yeah, I think we're in good shape here. It's not insane, but definitely a lot of pieces. So opponent looks like they're on blue, white, flash, or control. So I'm actually going to open here with the probe. Alrighty. Okay. Huh. So from here, we're definitely going to go up. Faithless Looting and 2 cards then. We're going to keep the land, so let's discard a... I think we go with a Battle Rage and a Growth and try to play a little bit longer. Question is, though, is how are we going to get through his counter magic? I think we just have to cast 2 threats. Yeah. Okay. Get rid of the Growth and the Manamorphose here, I think. So, from our opponent at this point, pretty much expect him to just put a land up, pass back. Yep. So, I want to cast just my dig spells here because let's put it on the bottom. Actually, put this one on top. I want to cast my dig spells and try to hit a second land, as you can see there. That actually gives me another sequence as well, so we're actually going to go, yeah, top. Definitely don't always want to be topping, but we'll take it in this situation because it's going to set us up for another threat. Just incrementally try to play spells out here. Get us our 3rd land in play as well, so we'll be able to have a pretty good turn with that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Square land. Anyway. I think by playing out our threats one at a time, we'll set ourselves up for just a better sequence. Maybe we can still get our opponent to trade their... I mean, I think that's what'll happen. Run out the Swift Spear. Boom. Give me a land. And we're going to go bottom, top. I don't expect my opponent to make me crack here. I hope they don't make me. And I don't think I would, but... yeah, seems right. Yep, and the pinch begins. So now we're going to be able to have just some pretty good attacks in general. This might just allow us to... Well, how much? Oh. No, that's okay. So I am going to run out the Killing Fiend here, even if they draw the 4th land and Wrath. That's something that we can live with. We'll see if they block, which I'm sure they will. But they untap 4th land Wrath, and we get to follow up with Killing Fiend and hold up Apostle's Blessing. From there, feels pretty hard to lose, because this Mamma Jamma is going to line things up with little to no interference. Mostly because you can Blessing just multiple creatures, and it's just... Ooh, I'm excited for this last turn. Oh, there we go. Does our opponent? No 4th land out of the opponent. Okay. So... yeah. Put a red in play. So from here, I expect my opponent to counter, and then I can stick another one. Sure. Huh? Gonna cut. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to wait again. I don't love it, but I really don't want to try to set it up with spinning the Manamorphose early. So we'll go to second main, we'll run out the Kiln Fiend, and... I mean, maybe I'm supposed to run out that, or I'm supposed to hold the land, because then I set up a Faithless Looting next turn, but... unfortunately, I feel like this matchup is just more based on us not getting beat down by the blue-white deck. I feel like we're definitely just trying to hold on for dear life. Sure. Thankfully, with Manamorphose in play, I have a pretty good sequence. Okay, so the Ghost Quarter. We'll go to 4 here. Doesn't really... look at that, actually. Nope. And untap. And... so... I think I lead with Manamorphose. Yep. Actually gonna make a white mana, I believe. Yeah, we'll make white red, just in case I wanna cast the Blessing for mana. So that's it's not the one we're looking for. So I expect this one to get countered. And then... I mean, maybe they don't, though. I think it's a pretty good bait. So, I'm casting the Blessing here, expecting my opponent to cast another piece of counter magic. I was pretty much dead to a path regardless, because I have to cast the Apostle's Blessing to attempt to present lethal. Thankfully, with the prowess triggers and the like, we will get at least a trade with the Wall of Omens and 10 power on the Swift Spear. The other thought is that if they let the Apostle's Blessing resolve, we're going to give it protection from white, which will make sure that the Kiln Fiend gets through. And then when they block the Swift Spear, as I expect them to, I'm just hoping we can make it stick. So we're going to get both our triggers here. Well, looks like we snuck one. Kind of indicative, or kind of what I expect out of a deck like this. Just, you know, piece together some pretty hilarious wins. So what I am thinking, my opponent is like a blue-white control deck. Twisted Image seems nice. There we go. So, my thought between, or the outs that we're looking at, the Thing in the Ice and the Lightning Bolt just don't seem to interact with their deck in ways that we're worried about. Thing in the Ice flipping is not of that much relevance. I'd rather have a card like Young Pyromancer. Twisted Image kills Wall of Omens, cantrips, Dispel for their cards, and then Bedlam Reveler. They're a Wrath deck, so I think it's a good idea to have answers for that. I can't counter the Wrath, so we're not going to mess with that. And yeah. So, take out these 8, which are more of a creature controlling method. I don't hate Thing in the Ice, but it's just not where I want to be for this specific matchup. I definitely think, though, if, you know, our opponent shows they're like a full-on blue-white deck, I board it back in. You know, it definitely can put some pinch on people, but I think we keep it pretty simple. This card just feels too powerful not to be playing. Even if they are like a removal heavy deck. So, Young Pyromancer hopefully will allow our spells to just pull their weight. Or punch up, I think is a better term. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep it. So, looking for neither of these. Bottom. Yep. Pass it. So this is where, I mean, we're gonna probe our opponent next turn to see what's going on. It definitely gives us, you know, more know-how, but just kind of a situation where I'm not comfortable, or the deck doesn't feel comfortable in that, you know, even if they tap out for Wall of Omens, which they're they didn't do, they passed over, they're representing counter magic. I couldn't really run out this Kiln Fiend here anyway. Like, I don't have a second one. My bottoms were pretty simple. Yeah, it was a pump spell. Land. Wow. This might actually just work. Snap, snap, verdict, gate, island. Well, really just need a dispel. Okay. Let's see what the old top of the deck gives them. No path to exile, no path to exile, no path to exile, please. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. That was absolutely incorrect. Oh, crud. Oof. Well. Yeah, so sorry. I definitely should have run out the Pyromancer there. Yeah, oopsies. I should have held the Pyromancer, just probed again, confirmed that my opponent had... Yep. So we're going to take our damage here. Unfortunately, we gave up the Pyromancer. Just completely, like, threw it right at our opponent. Could have kept this pretty simple with just an attack. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Put this into play tapped, and then we're just going to hold the rest of these. Maybe we find a Faithless Looting. Definitely just want another threat. Unfortunately, we did cut the thing in the ices, which puts us a little bit lower, but they were swapped for the Pyro, so we're only down a couple. Sure. Oops. Yeah, there we go. So, hand got a little deeper. Might have to work a little bit harder for this one after that bad trade there. Negate, path, snap, snap, snare. Okay. But we can do this draw card. Growth. Alright, well, we'll just pass it on back over. Don't think our opponent... Yep. Do. top. So the thought there, sorry, I actually want the Faithless Looting, and so we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're gonna be waiting as well. So the thought there with I want to have the looting on the turn that I Swift Spear because I think I want to maximize that turn. It's going to be more of a big combo turn, so put that on top. I definitely could see getting rid of the looting there and just keeping the Swift Spear. I 100% want the Swift Spear. I need as many threats as possible in this given situation. So I might be casting a Kiln Fiend here. So get that to go through, and okay, so looking like next turn, there goes the snare and both the snaps. They've got pass, negate, blank. Oof. Well, take 4, go to 6. Yeah. So we're going to draw the Swift Spear, and hopefully we can punch it through. It's going to be Swift Spear straight, or Swift Spear into Faithless Looting, I believe. That way, if they try to respond with the path, we can then respond with the Manamorphose, give us at least one more redraw. It's not great, but it's what we're shooting for. They do have a negate, so undo. Okay. Faithless Looting. So I want to draw. I really want to find an Apostle's Blessing, more so than anything. Get neither. Get rid of those. Huh. So we're going to go to 4 here, and we're really just going to hope they give us... white, blue. That is a Battle Rage. Does not help us. Yep. Okay, so we're going to concede here. I think putting a red in the pool might have been a good idea to give us the ability to cast Battle Rage and hold up something when we switch phases, but c'est la vie. So our opponent has shown us that they're even more what looks like prone to be, like they just scoop to Blood Moon. We're going to cut the Twisted Images, and I'm actually going to cut one Faithless Looting here. Maybe I cut, actually, I'm going to keep the loot. I'm actually going to cut a Growth here. Yep. All right, so we added the Blood Moons into the deck. Maybe we can just try to, you know, sneak one out from our opponent here. Hey, look at that. That's a good way to do it. So we're going to be able to go... Yeah, we're going to get a blue-red off of this Flooded Strand here. Take our damage, yes. Boop. And it is bottom for the team. We got at least one blue source, so we're hunky-dory as far as when we Blood Moon. We're going to be able to untap pretty... Oh, wow, this is actually a nice one. Okay, we're just gonna run out the Kiln Fiend. It's not guaranteed to end the game here. My hope is that they're just gonna path in response and then we follow back with something of our own, but I guess we'll see. Interesting. Well, we'll put this in play. So get this. Yeah, so we're gonna open on the Manamorphose, red, blue. We'll make sure we get at least a red off of it. Red and a blue. Do I want blue here? Nope. Red, blue. Okay. Cast Serum Visions. Get a pump. Okay. Bottom and top. We'll keep that one. And we will go to attack. That's okay. So we're going to be able to get in here for a pretty nice sizable chunk. I'm actually 10, 12 versus 18. Or sorry, 12 versus... Do I want to deal him? Do I want to put him to 8? Do I want to put him to 13? No. I think I hold out for Pyromancer, but I think next turn we're going to fight for Blood Moon. Yeah, we'll just go to damage. Cool. Got a Pyromancer on top, and we have a pretty easy... We'll fetch up another island here to give us another blue source for if the bad news hits. So we get to dispel this. I expect it to get countered. That's fine. I love how they don't fetch this way in the first 2 games, and then they have the readiest of reads in this game. And we just get crushed for it. I cannot pay that, and our opponent is going to have basically functioning mana. No, I guess they can't. To say their mana's functioning might be a bit strong. Yeah, we lose the Peasy off of that ability, but I think that's okay. That might be another oopsie daisy. Let's actually... Oop. We'll just play you out. We're going to fetch up another island, the last one in the deck. Just run this out there. Alright. I think I'm supposed to decline on that path there with that top on the path, or the top that I wanted to keep. Glad I boarded out one of those mutagenic growths. It's just not good most of the time. My other hope, and I think this is going to be where the Blood Moon definitely should be brought in, is we're gonna really pinch our opponent off of the color intensive cards in their deck, like Supreme Verdicts. Now they're a white source away from casting it here. Cryptic Command, I think, is probably a pipe dream. Well, they're one colored source off of each, so maybe they just had a really dense couple turns with... Okay. Bottom. Top. Leak. Okay. So what we have to hope for here. Oh, that's a... to get red off of this. Red. Heyo. So I run this out there. I'm actually going to pay costs. Expect the other one to come flying in. If there's a path, I eat the path, and we're in good shape. Yes. And then... So that's leak. Ghost Quarter's also out of there. So you got one fresh one that we're waiting on. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Okay. I think we're just going to pass from here. Our opponent is most likely going to untap and cast Timely Reinforcements, and that's fine with us. I'll also have an opportunity to pay some more life with Probe to make sure they don't get a Timely in a few of these situations. I definitely want to try to elicit a block from it prior to it providing our opponent with 6 life. That's definitely a pretty nasty card to try to beat face up, so there might be some pretty conservative attacks. So if we put our opponent to... I want to double check on Timely. Sure. Okay, so you have to have less life. So if I was to attack him for 3 and put him to... Okay, so we could go to parity. That's actually good. Okay. Running out of time here, but we'll make this work. I imagine they're going to block here. Purposefully paying life here. I want to keep trying to beat that timely on the wide play. My opponent is absolutely going to be able to get all they want out of... Okay, so they're on... Oh, wow. Okay. That is a great one. White's just fantastic in like all these situations. Okay. It's gonna target the Reveler here. Oh, it's gonna target the Blood Moon, because that then gives them the ability to Wrath. Oof, that is unfortunate. Well, looks like we're gonna lose this as appropriate because we were greedy. Well, maybe not. They can't go up on life on me. I just need a Battle Rage. So they've got Timely and 2 unknowns. That Killing Fiend was like absolute best thing I could draw in that situation. You can put 3 blockers in play if you would like. Looting here would have been perfect. Oh, that's a dagger. I don't know if I'm beating that. Okay. We'll add a white to the pool. Just keep trying to get lucky. White. Red. 7, 13. Woof. Seven would put I would be able to put my opponent to 4 would be the best I could provide. And unfortunately, they are going to have a pretty easy crack back for lethal. Yeah, we're going to lose this one. Losing the 2 cards there on the Reveler is a pretty big loss. Then maybe we're supposed to cash those in a touch earlier, but would probably say blue-white control, probably on the list of tough matchups. You know, definitely not a freebie, but I felt like the deck was pretty powerful. Definitely more of a me decision type thing as opposed to the deck offering me the ability. I mean, it wanted to give me the win. It said, here's your Killing Fiend. So, deck's a lot of fun. definitely is something that I could see putting, I'm already thinking like it's something I could definitely put more time into. So this was Ken Ketter with Hot Takes. This was just match 1 of 5. We'll get to the next 4 here in just a minute. Join me.